nakunu gani sawa ya kwani mashakil bijere salambi wasulu kanina kulu hibu badu ya jama mashakil bijere salambi wasulu salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam salam dema binadi betia kwani na hey guys kan belet ma vitoko salam dema binadi betia kwani na kan shoko zato ma vitoko salam dema binadi Rebecca kwani salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam. Peace is all we need in our families, in our country. Salam, salam ya utina dayo. Long time indeed. How you doing? I hope you're doing great. Number one. Good to hear, good to hear. Gebila magebila geni sawa bele na bele geni sawa salam salam alaikum. We will start soon. Alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam 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 alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum. We're gonna start soon. Alaikum salam. Very soon we'll start. Let me play a couple songs, then we'll start. But please help me by sharing it if you don't mind. If you can share it, I will appreciate that. Share it with friends. Guys that are smart, share it with friends. Hard. If you can share it with friends, we'll start soon, inshallah. But I want you to continue sending likes and heart. Likes and heart. Very soon we'll start. Mama galijena de faida tomafi. Mama nesitu galida umon. We'll start after this song. We will start soon. After this song. Go ahead, share it, share it. We will start after the song. And continue sending likes and hearts if you don't mind. Thank you, Grace, for sending likes. Okay, let's go ahead. First of all, I would like to thank all of you guys for tuning in. We're trying to come early today and see whether this time will be suitable, will be reasonable to come live or no. We're giving a try. We usually come at 9, but today we started early, like around 8 o'clock, 7:45. I mean 8:55. Looks like it. So it's good to come early and see if this time going to work. Then we will continue doing our live show around this time, which is 8 o'clock, instead of coming at 9. I've been receiving some comments saying that if it's okay, if we can come early. And I said, okay, I will give it a try and see. if this time is going to work. You know. Yes, Charlie. How you doing, bro? Huh? Good to see you, bro. Yeah, and good to see you. Let me thank people that are here. I have uh, my mom is here. Huh? Khartoum Kesh is here. Good to see you, mom. We have Lorna Borzo. She's here. Wifey, she's in the house. Grace, good to see you. Lopoti or Lopati, or how do you say it? Good to see you, Gracie. And thank you for sending likes and share it. Sister Yuan in the house. Good to see you, Yuan Atarbai. Good to see you. Charles Khumshele. Good to see you, bro. Yarod Quach. Good to see you. And these are the people that are on Facebook. And then we have also people in StreamYard as well. And YouTube. Thank you for watching, guys. Uh, it's a pleasure and it's an honor to see all of you guys. Happy Tuesday to all of you. And it's an awesome Gabriel Sibit. Good to see you. Sabut Katung ke shal second ke tan ke batane. Good to see you, absolute. Good to hear you, Sibit in the house. You know, good to see you as well, bro. Please help by sharing and likes. Thank you, Ayun, for sending likes and hearts. I appreciate you. And please, if you don't mind, share it and invite. We are giving it a try. If 8 o'clock will work fine, so we will host our shows on Tuesday and Thursday, starting at 8 o'clock. Uh, if that will work fine, then instead of starting late, we can do that as well. 8 o'clock. If it works fine, we will continue. Uh, okay, Humshele, you are coming on Memorial Weekend. All right. Okay, we'll see you in Nebraska, bro. Welcome. Good to see you, and say hi to your family. All right. Let's talk. Today's topic is about why when couples when couples are only producing girls, there seems to be sad. People seems to be sad when they're only producing females instead of producing males. Whenever they have females in the house, especially men, seems like they're not happy. Seems like they are the dreams. It's not yet implemented. They feel like something is missing somewhere. If you only conceive only female girls, men seems to be upset. They don't honor those kids, even though they're girls. And without forgetting that the men are the one determine either will be X or Y. You are the one who determine whether you will have a female or boy, not a female. A female or your wife, she's the receiver. Whatever sperm that you receive determined by you as male. Male are the one in charge to whatever comes first. You know, when the sperm goes, whatever goes first will be the winner. If the girls become first, then you will most likely will have girls, and if the boys come, then you most likely will have boys. But whenever they only have girls, they feel like something is missing, and that will be the topic of tonight. You see, there's so many people that are trying to even have one, either one. They're trying to have a child. It doesn't matter whether it's a boy or a girl, you know, and they're praying that let God honor their prayer, whatever gift that God will give them. And now we have some men that are complaining because they have so many girls in their house. As long the children are healthy, that's what supposed to be concerned. That's supposed to be focused on. Focus on whether the child is healthy, and this is what we're looking for. You need to have a healthy children, a healthy environment, so that you can raise them in a healthy way. So those are the things that a male is supposed to focus on. You know, to pray that God will give you healthy children. But to have either male or female, it's not a big deal to me, to my understanding. But people look at it as it is a big issue. When you only have female, it means that the house is not, that you will not, and it's still, you're not, your dreams has not been implemented yet. And this is the mentality that we must educate ourselves. You know, if God gives you a female, if God gives you a woman, a girls rather, then rejoice and be glad in it. If God bless you with a girls, Fabiha. In diaspora, girls are doing even much better than men, by the way. Girls are doing much better than men. Girls, they always care about the parents. Girls always looked after the parents, which is a great initiative. It's a great gift, by the way, that nobody can take it away. So if God bless you with the children and you have females, thank God for that. Not all, not all the way, not the opposite around. No, for me, I don't mind as long they are healthy. I'm blessed with five, not one, not two, not three, not four, five girls. And with those five girls, I'm grateful. I'm blessed with them. So I'm grateful that God has given me healthy children, which is the number one concern. That if God bless you with healthy children, then honor that and thank God for that. See, I don't have a boy, but it's not a big deal. في النهايه انا سبب، وهو ده انا رحت فيها انا يا جماعه. الراجل بقى عمال يشتغل بقى يجيب بنات، وايه الحكايه بقى؟ الراجل نفسه يجيب له ايه؟ يجيب له اثنين كتكوت، اثنين اولاد بقى وثلاثه بنات، لكن بقى ربنا ما رزقنيش بالولد بقى، فعامل ايه بقى؟ انا افتكرت فرعون طلع ايه؟ انا افتكرت موسى طلع فرعون، فقال له جالب بنات فبيها بقى، مش في ايه المشكله بقى؟ مش بنت بقى حلال برضه، مش هي برضه بنت بقى، يعني ايه بركه برضه يعني. ثم ما فيش مشكله بقى لو جايين البنات وكلها نحمد ونشكره يا جدعان. وفي ناس ما فيش، عمال يحاول بقى الشمال يمين ايه، والشمال الجنوب والشمال يمين، مش لاقي حاجه خالص. الراجل بقى عمال يشتغل بقى الليل والنهار، ما فيش. استرها يا رب. والعرق ينزل بقى، والسخان ينزل بقى، استرها. الراجل عمال يشتغل بقى 7 ايام يا جماعه، ما فيش راحه يا عم، وما فيش. استرها. يبقى اللي جالك بنت بقى قول الله اشكرك يا ربنا بقى. البنات كلها بركه يا جدعان. سو في ايه بقى اللي جالك بنات بقى؟ في ايه يعني؟ مش كلهم اطفال. فانا من رايي بقى لو جالك اي كتكوته، جالك بنت وجالك ولد وجالك ايه، اي نيله اللي ربنا يجيبها بقى خدها. عشان كده يا جماعه let's not focus, whether it's going to be female, it's going to be male, as long as a healthy child, healthy kids, HEALTHLY. As long you have that, then you're good. You're good. If you God bless you with a healthy child, huh? Then you're good. You are completely good. Then you don't have to worry. Talking about HE الواد بقى HE و A و TH وال Y ده بقى. عندك دول اشكرها بقى. ال HE و A وعمك TH وراه Y بقى. الجماعه دول بقى هم شنو مش مستورين يعني. لو ربنا بعارك، ربنا جاب لك حيلتي بقى، يعني واحده حلوه كده جميل، وربنا ان شاء الله يحفظها لك، وقول الحمد لله، قول نحمده ونشكره. So those are the things that we must focus on. But الناس المخهم بقى ضيقه وافكارهم ضيق، يقولوا لا لازم يحاول بقى يشوف له ولد، يلقى نفسه بقى عنده كم 7 8 بنات 9 و10 واسترها يا رب. بعد شيء يجي لك حد اتاك، والله لا كان الله يهب المحسنين. طيب ليه التعب ده بس؟ ليه التعب ده بس؟ لو حولت 3 4 5 وكلهم بقى طلع فيميل فبقى مفيش امل. مفيش امل يا جدعان. هتحاول تاني ويجي لك بنت يبقى 6 استرها، بعد شيء 7 8 و9 و10 كله بنات، يبقى عملت ايه بقى؟ عشان كده uh, focus on what God bless you with. If God bless you with healthy children and they're all healthy, this is the most important to me, that God will give you a healthy children so that you can raise them in a healthy environment. Those are the things that we must focus on as human, as South Sudanese. But the culture that we are adopting, I don't know from where. If a woman only have females, then that woman is not good. Look at the mind concept. Look at the mentality. Look at the way people think. If that woman only produce only girls, then this woman will be accountable for only having females. You see the mind concept? You see the way people think? They will not blame the men as they're the producer. They're the one that produce the sperm to the woman, right? They're the one that gives. Women only takes. They don't give, they takes. And they multiply it, then they produce a child. A woman will take the sperm, save it in her account, multiply it, and will bring you a child. You see? And that's what mostly is important. Never blame a woman for that kind of mistakes. Don't say that, you know what, it is the woman that only produce, or only woman, that's the only woman that will give banana. That's not a woman's fault. But here, how can we educate people so that they can come out from that mentality? How do you convince somebody that have limited thinking, somebody that grew up in that kind of environment, somebody have nothing just by خلاص, my uncles, my dad have only boys, then I will do the same thing, without even thinking about that person, without thinking about your health, without thinking about you are the one giving. They only look at your backgrounds. Your brother produced only boys or mostly boys, and your father's side, your majority of you guys are the boys, your siblings. And then look at your sister, she only produced only majority of boys, for example. And then you become the lucky person. You're only producing girls. Now you become upset and blame it on the woman. Not look at it in the other way around. And those are the things that people have to educate ourselves. People have to talk about it. People have to educate people, especially men that are facing those kind of things. So it is okay. To me, it is okay. As long you're blessed with a healthy child, then you'll be rejoice and glorify God for that. If you are healthy, if you don't have, if you have none, people will not leave you alone. If you have none, you are in trouble. I think I talked about this topic last week. That sometimes women, people look at it when there's no child involved in any relationship, most likely 80% they blame women for that. And when they try to go to treatment, the man would refuse to go for treatment, assuming that he's okay, assuming that he's capable. He have no any problem, he has no any health issue. The issue now become a female, and most people they blame on the female. That's the female. They're the one that have a problem, not the male. Even your in-laws, your sisters, your brothers, especially from your husband's side, they will not leave that woman alone. Rather, they will call her name on a daily basis, on a monthly basis, on a weekly basis, traumatize that woman's mind. They will try to manipulate that woman, and they will try not to value her because she cannot produce. Without looking or thinking maybe it's the other side around. Maybe it's their sons, maybe they're the brother that are causing or having a problem. Nope, they will look the females. 80% they are the one that are having a problems, and those are the topic that we talked about on Thursday last week. You know, how do we educate our people from that kind of mindset? You know, so it's really important. As long as you are blessed with a healthy child, then thank God for that. That's what I will do. That's what I will say. But of course, Nasma Wahid, people are look at it in different ways, even in diaspora. And in Africa, maybe it's, especially the culture and the traditions will want you to have a male child, but in the Western world, they're still facing the same problem. What does it say? It says, can someone talk live so everyone can hear you next time? Yeah, yes, someone there, Charles, come Charlie. Yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah. And anybody can come at any time. I will drop the link. And if you want to, uh, let me drop this. If you want to contribute or say something about this, you're highly welcome. You know, otherwise, I will continue educating. And like I always say, if there's no participant, I will do 1 hour session, which is teaching, and then I'll be good to go. You know, that's what I usually do. Stay for 1 hour and call it good. So let's continue here. I dropped the link there. Let me see. Yeah, it shows there. Yeah. So let me go back here. So uh, a person that determine whether the child will be male or female, it is men. Men are the one that's supposed to determine whether you will have a male or female. But the thing here, how can we educate our people that, if God does not give you a male, then it's not a big deal. And if you're thinking by trying, keep trying, what if you end up having 4 or 5 of them are female? Are you going to continue? Or you will lose hope? Or you're going to say, you know what? I don't think so. Dama gisma die. I know everything we do now is gisma la fikra, by the way. If God has given you a male, sometimes some people they have only boys. God bless them with 3 or 4 boys, no girl. And the female will say, you know what? I wish if God can give me 1 or 2 female. Or if you have 2 boys, most men or female, they will hope to have at least 2 girls so that they can balance up. But sometimes only God's give you one way. You know, you only have boys or you only have girls or only you have mix. It doesn't matter. They all gift. And any gifts that God give you is supposed to honor it. Honor that and accept it. Hold it with the two of your hand and accept it. Because like I mentioned earlier, not all of people are blessed. Not all of us are blessed. So therefore, if you are blessed, rejoice and thank God for that. Period. Then let life goes on. If you do that, you will enjoy and you will have a peaceful life. You will have a healthy family, and then you will enjoy your life, your marriage life, without any issue, without any difficulties. You know, some look at the Asian; they only have one child. Maybe if it's a boy or it's a girl, that's it. And they will provide and give attention to that child. Anything that child need, they will work hard to make sure that they provide that child's need. Right? But for us in Junubin, if you have 3 boys, you will try to go for 2 more. I don't know what's the serious, why people are having number 6. I don't know what's the secret of, most families of Junubin. You will see them, they have 6 or 6 plus children. I've seen some that have 3 or 4, but majority they have higher than that. When it comes to providing or implementing their needs, you will find that not all the children they will have equal. Uh, uh, they will not be equal. There's not going to be equality in terms of providing their needs, and that's the issue here. The more kids you have, of course, the more problem you have, the more financial problem that you will face. Look at white people, Hawayat, Nazir. Hmm? But they'll go into one or two kids, and they will do their best to provide for that child all the way from elementary or from kindergarten all the way to universities. You will see that child have a saving account, that child have anything they need, it will happen more for long. And those are the things that we're supposed to learn, especially living in the Western world. You will see people are living here for maybe 25 years plus, and they're still uh, thinking, or they're in a bit of course kind of like they're still back home. You will see those children are suffering, the needs are not there, and that's a problem. If you think that if you don't have a good job, sustainable job, a job that you can provide your kids' needs, then what's the point of having three, four, five, six? If your income is limited, you have a limited income, and you can provide your child's needs, what is the point of you having three, four, five, six? And that's why sometimes when you hear the incidents in the Jana Demashi Sarak, Yeldam or Rubber, iPhone stores and stuff like that, it's because their needs are not there. It's because the parents are not able to provide for the children. It's because the money that you're making it's not enough. You are dividing your income into two or into three. You have your bills, you have your kids' needs, plus you have your people back home that you send them money on monthly basis. So which means their budgets have to be count figurusha, whatever salary you're making. If you're making 2,000 a month, you're making 3,000 a month, you have to put out at least $200 to send to your loved one back home. On top of that, you have your bills, your rent, your gas bill, and all the bills, the good stuff, you name it. Car payment, insurance, you name it. And then when it comes to your children needs, some people they will be short because the amount of kids that you have. Okay, you have 5, right? Plus you and your spouse, talking about 7 people. Those 7 people they have their needs on monthly basis. And if you're dealing with teenagers, if you have teenagers, oh man, you're in trouble because they have to do the nails, they have to do a lot of stuff. Then you, as father, the head of the household, you have to make sure that you have to be equal in terms of dividings for each and every one of them equally. You have to be careful. Okay, you can't take sides here because they're all yours. You brought them, so you have to be responsible for whatever needs they need. If you're capable of if you're capable of having more kids, then you should work 2 jobs to make sure that you provide for them, to make sure that you implement their needs. But if you don't, then you will find shortage somewhere, or at least give them a gap. If you wanna have a big family, if God want to bless you and you want to be blessed with a lot of kids, even the word said, "Go and multiply the world." It's a blessing that God has given us, right? But it does not. He didn't say that go and multiply the world that you can have 6 children, the gum 1 year apart or 2 years apart. You're going to face the issue of daycare on top of that. Remember that. You are going to face the issue of only one income, because if your wife will have children, or if your wife will produce a kids كل سنة, every year, you're talking about that woman, the income will not be there for the entire year, right? As soon as that woman خلاص wilted, then you will remain with only one income. So which means that you have to be smart enough. You have to work too hard. You have to work 2 jobs, or you have to manage your money wisely. One hand always, it's not enough. Even though you're working 2 jobs, I think enough to get a shortage somewhere. You will find yourself something is missing somewhere. Then what you will do next, feedback, you have to stop it. Huh? You have to put them on the side. And when you're putting aside, the next one will come, which is the next month bills. So Ajadukulu will pile up. You will find yourself that you're in trouble. Because the bills that we're doing is a routine. They're high on monthly basis, yearly basis, non-stop. How many, if you lived here for 10 years, 15 years, your electric bills will not stop, will continue for the last 13 years. You're still paying. So if you want to be blessed to have 4 or 5 kids, then you need to give it a gap, at least 3 or 4 years apart. That way you will maintain your income, you will fix your ground, and you will secure the next child that you want to work on. But for now, if you're starting as new couples, let me put it this way. If God bless you with a child, whether it's a male or female, give it at least 3 years or 4 years a gap before working on the second one. Within 3 or 4 years that you have with the child that you have now, you will be able to put money on the side. You will be able to provide that child's needs. You will be financial free because 2 incomes are there, right? Within 3 or 4 years, what will happen? Your money that if you combine the 2 incomes together, I believe that you will have a peace of mind a little bit, because you will be managed. The things here, we don't focus on how to save money or how to secure your family financial. We don't look into that. One of these days, I will come and talk about financial free. How can you have a freedom financial? It's one of the topics that I will come one of these days to talk about this financial freedom. How to obtain that? How to start from the scratch, from zero all the way up. It is good too for people to have a little bit knowledge on how to do that, even by putting 50, 100 aside a week or in a monthly basis. It can make a difference without even touching it, without even consider it that you put something on the side. Because the more your ears oh well, last week I put $100 on the side. I think let me borrow it, and then I will try to see if I can put it back. Alas, you screw, bro. You're done, man. The moment that you are putting you're putting your eye on the money that you put on the side, you are in trouble. Ashankid is very important. When working or when you are managing a family, it's always good to have a gap, 3, 4 years gap parts, then you will be good. I think then you will at least, that will give you a gap to put something on the side. That will give you a gap to even it will give you a break to you can plan accordingly. Of course, there's a oops involved. We all know that. Oops, it was an incident, مش معنى الانسيدنت بقى حاليا، مش معنى يعني ما كنا كويسين قبل سنه سنتين، كنا ماشيين كويس ما فيش مشاكل. all of a sudden الواد اوبس جه. قال ابنك من غير بلان. جابوا لنا بقى واد مجوك، جابوا لنا واد كير، ولا جابوا لنا واد ميوين، ولا مش عارف دومينيك، ولا فونزا، ولا مين ولا مين. الواد جاء بقى، مش احنا مش كنا متوقعين، لكن حصل خلاص، حصل بقى، حصل بقى خلاص، خليه يحصل. لكن في الحقيقة ما في حاجة اسمه اوبس. ما انت كنت بتستمتع يا حبيبي. انت كنت عمال تشتغل بقى متكيف بقى، وفي النهايه بتقول لي ويبس ويبس ايه يالا. يعني عشان كده يعني ما نحاول نقول له اوبس وما اوبس. كله everything we do it is his will. But of course we cannot say it is will and you are not protecting yourself. So let's not confuse the two. The oops is there for sure, but you need to have plan B. What I'm talking about plan B, don't focus on the oops and you're still enjoying without protection, and now the oops become oop. Storha. That's why it is, it be logic. If you want to plan not to have children, then you know your cycle, you know your wife's cycle, you know when to enjoy and when not to enjoy. If you're talking about طريقة بقول شنو علمية, let me put it this way. So you know the cycle, you know the days, and you can count it accordingly. You know, 28 days, whatever, 7 days, and all this. You have your local man. If you're going to be confused, then create yourself a calendar that you can count the days that are criticals and the days that are safe and unsafe or unsafe. So for you to do that, you of course you will know. I'm talking about if you're just working without any protection, working without any uh, what is it, shots or whatever, then so later on not to say oops or something, then you need to put something in the calendar and count it right. Count it right, then you will be safe. So let's go back to the children here. Having so many kids, it's a blessing. Of course, nothing wrong with that. But blessing your children with their needs, that's where is the question mark. Now you're blessed with whatever children you have, whatever amount you have. You have 4, you have 3, you are blessed. But the question, let's go back to the topic. Why men's? Where's the paper here? Why when couples have girls, they seems not to be happy till when the boys come. What if the boy that you're hoping for, you're dreaming to have, you desire to have with all of your heart, becomes somebody that not successful? اتضح فتوه الولد، اتضح ولد حرامي، طلع نيجر، you name it. طلع ولد بقى ايه شماش. And now you don't honor the girls that God bless you with. You don't put extra attention with the girls that God has blessing you with. You're only waiting for God to bless you with a child, with a male. And now, without even focusing on the females that you are blessed already with. And that's the problem. People are already blessed, but they don't look that they are blessed. They don't look I am so blessed. I'm so blessed that I have these girls. No, they don't look in that. They looked the blessing will come whenever they have a boy. Then God has answered my prayer. When? After I become a father of a boy. But whenever they have girls, no, God have not even answered my prayer yet. No, God have not answered my prayer. How do you know that God has not answered your prayer? It's true. Mary Keir, Mary mentioned something very important. She said that some people have been blessed with boys and girls, and they are still not happy. You see, God has blessed you with both. You have both. You have 2 boys, 2 girls, 3 girls, 3 boys, 3 girls, and they're still not happy. Hmm. You are blessed with 3 boys, 3 girls, and yet you're not happy. You are blessed with one of each, yet you're not happy. You are blessed of 2 of each, yes, yet you're not happy. You are blessed of 4 of each, yet you're not happy. Then what do you need? الراجل جاي لا عاوز بنات، ربنا جاب لك بنات استرها، ولا الحمد لله نشكره ونحمده. جابوا لك اولاد مشكله، جابوا لك بنات مشكله. ما انا عاوز ايه بقى؟ عندك كلب في البيت، في كل شيء عندك كلب وعندك كنيسه، كل حاجه موجوده. ها حاسه حاليا ربنا رزقك باولاد وبنات، ولسه بقى الراجل مش مبسوط، وانت عاوز ايه بقى؟ انت عاوز ايه بقى؟ ما انت قلت عاوز بنات، هو ربنا جاب لك بنات اهو. انت عاوز كتاكيت، ربنا جاب لك كتاكيت. عاوز كلب، عندك كلاب. هنعمل له ايه الراجل ده؟ هنعمل له ايه بقى؟ انا افتكرت موسى طلع فرعون وربنا، ده هنعمل له ايه بقى؟ But now you ask for both, and God bless you with 2 now. You ask for females, and you are blessed. You ask for a male, you are blessed. That's just like what my sister indicated here. They have both. They have females, they have males, but they still looked that they are not blessed yet. They have both, but they are not blessed. And that's where I talked about it earlier. I mentioned that before having those so much kids, before having jesh katakid, before even having militia بتاعك white army بتاعك ده, you name it, Dut Kabang, what is it called? Johnson Rulin يسمونه كلهم ده. White army, you name it. More, you name it. You have it all at your house. But you look at it now, you're still not blessed. So what else you need? And yet we have so many people that are working night and day, praying for God to intervene and to bless them with even one. Only thing they need is for God to open doors for them and to have one child, and they're blessed. And yet you are here choosing either you choosing boys over girls. So it means that this problem need to be addressed. This thing need to think beyond our environment that we're living in. Now let's go back to in-laws or your father's side or your mother's side. If you are blessed with 1 or 2 girls or 3 in a row, you have 3 girls. Most of in-laws, they will look at it. If that's the case, we'll try to find a wife for you. The poor man, they will convince you so that you can go and look for another alternative. They will convince you to go and look for another babur store. You may never samuha babur ba store. They will convince you that this woman, she only produces girls. Therefore, you as a male, we are thinking to give you another wife. And please, Don't tell your spouse, don't tell your wife that this is what we're doing. Any act that will be secret, secret, usually there's harm, you know. في النهاية بكون أسوأ. عشان كده when you do things in light, the Heavenly Father will bless you. When you do things in light, the people surrounded you, they will respect you and they will honor you. When you do things according to God's plan, then you will be blessed accordingly. But any things you do behind your spouse, behind your wife, behind your husband, the circumstance or the harms will be really bad. And mostly people will regret in the end. They don't regret right away, they will regret after the incident happened. People regret after they have tried. People regret after when there's no outcome. People feel sorry after the incident, not thinking before the incident. And what's make me worried, what make me think about it, because you are blessed from the beginning. God has given you a freedom to choose whatever things you want to do in life. So which means you are free to choose whether evils or if you want to do good things, if you want to do a blessing thing, it is your call. Has given you a will to choose, even against him. So if God has given you a spirit or a freedom to choose whatever you want to do, then choose wisely. Use your common sense. Use your brains. Use your knowledge. Use your mind. Think before incident happen, and that's very important. Most people, they don't think. They always wait, and then the end they will feel sorry for the act. Exactly. Exactly, sister. Let me put it up here. Tamina say, can you say it louder? My understanding is you should be happy with whatever God bless you with. Thank God for it. I agree with you, sister. Uh, whatever God bless you with, you should be happy. Because some people are looking for their happiness and they can succeed. Hi, Brother Santino. Good to see you. And some people feel like why God is not answering me now. Hmm? I've been praying night and day. I've been praying for years and nothing has happened. I've been trying for so many years and nothing happened yet. But let me assure you, when you do things with a pure heart, timing is not the issue. Some people, they can wait 3 4 years. God want to test you first, whether you are faithful or you will give up. Majority of people, especially Junubin, when a woman is married who got it 2 3 years with no luck, mafi luck, nothing, then people will say like, aha, يا عم جبت لنا واحدة خردة، جاب لنا حاجة كده سكند هاند، يلا جايب حاجة مش مفيش ولا بودي ولا بجيب. ومين اللي بيتكلم الكلام ده؟ Your in-laws, your sisters, they will try to convince you. Your parents, rather, they can also do that. They will try to convince you that, you know what, we've been waiting patiently for 36 months and we have not seen anything. Sometimes they will even call both of you guys for a meeting. Look at how people went and they went beyond. Hmm? They will call you for emergency meeting, and they will come and ask you, "Hey, what happened, man? We've been waiting for 3 years. Huh? وما فيش ايه الحكايه يا جدعان وفي ايه يا هونجا." They will call you, they will call the female or your wife, brother, and they will have a serious meeting. And the thing, instead of being fair or being equal when it comes to judgment, they will focus only, their eyes will be only on the female side. You see the mentality? They will assume that their sons are okay. They will assume that their son is 100%, there's no issue with him. So whenever there's delays, their eyes always focus on the female side, that she is the cause of all this. Thank you, brother Santino. Santino Galino, where is it here? Let me see. Bro, I have girls and boys supposed to be here. And boys, they are blessed. They are good. You are blessed, brother. You know, whenever you have boys and girls, they're good. You are blessed. You know, and may God continue blessing your children, bro. You know, and this is the testimony we need. God has blessed my brother Santino. You know, with boys and girls. You have it all, boys and girls, and they're all blessed. And this is what we need. We need the children that are blessed, the children that will move our country forward, the children that will be the leaders of our country in the near future, the children that will lift our names higher, the children that will make us proud tomorrow in the near future. Those infants, those children that you've seen, in a short time you will be surprised. Those kids that you're seeing, in a short time you will see them. They grow up really fast without even you knowing. Remember, we are busy in diaspora. You know, some work 6, 7 days. You don't even feel how time flies. Time goes fast, unbelievable. My kids, they were young. They were just Bantuta, so now my oldest is 22. The second one is 19. The third one is 17. The fourth one is 14. And the last one is 12. 5 girls, age of 22 all the way to 12. You see, I'm not complaining that I don't have a boys. I'm rejoicing the heaven. You know, I'm the most happiest person because tomorrow when I'm retired, I will not worry it. Whenever I'm in need, I will not worry it because I know they will take care of me 100%. So why worry it and saying that, you know what, I'm not blessed? You are blessed already. And I've seen my blessing now, it's almost in the next 2, 3 years. Kalas. The fruits that I put, it will bear fruits in the next 2, 3 years. And those fruits will be beneficial to all Junubin because when they finish their schooling, they will lift up the country. We will have more female that are educated. They can go and rebuild our country. Who's going to rebuild this nation? It's you and me. Who's going to rebuild the country that we fought for now? The country that things are not going the way we want. The country that we looked at, Ikun, the best country whatsoever. If we fail to do so as parents, then our children will take over, which means there's a plan B. Those kids are the future. Those kids are the generations yet to come in the near future. So we must put our eyes on them because If you want to become a successful parent, what you need to do, you focus on your kiddos that you have. If they become successful, glory goes to God. You know, if they're facing difficulty up and down, don't just neglect them. You must bring them closer and find out what are they facing. Because the children that we have now, because of the hormones when they grow up in a certain age, I'm talking about 12 years old all the way to 19 years old, it's the critical years, which mean they try to know themselves. They're trying to identify themselves. They try to know who they are. You know, they will start making mistakes. They will start going through temptations. They will go through difficulties. They will go through up and down. But the thing here, you as parent, you must be patient enough. You must be wise enough. You must open your mind and be careful on what to say, when to say, and how to say it. You know, because the words that we're telling our children can harm them, can encourage them, can even destroy them. It depends on how you put them, and it depends on each and every one of them. The kids you have, if you're blessed with boys and girls, huh, facing uh, or facing problems or seeing stuff like that is normal. But the things it's how to deal with any circumstance. Whenever there's any situation, how are you dealing with whatever situation that they are in it? Whether it's boys or female, whether it's males or female, how do you fix the problem? And whenever there's a problem, Figidamak, what do you do? The tune of your language, it can play a big impact. The way you will act whenever they fall into temptation, it can also play a big impact. The language that you are using whenever they fall into temptation can play a big impact in their life. So it's very important. Not all of us are capable or have the ways of solving the problem. Whenever they have a problem, especially when they're teenagers, huh? Not all of us are capable of fixing their problems. And not all of us have a desire to fix their problem. Some or majority will ignore whenever they fall in temptation. Go like, I'm gonna date you know, and I'm tired of your problem all the time. See? So they seek help, they need help. This is the time that they need you the most. But you choose to take side, you choose to ignore whatever they're trying to explain to you. Some they don't know how to explain, how some of them they don't know how to uh, express whatever situation they fall into. And they knew if they try to come and convince you or talk to you, they will know the consequence. They will know what will happen. They will know, they will have feelings that maybe you will react. You will be mad. You will put them into trouble. You will even kick them out. You can call them names, etc. And that's why some kids, sometimes when they fall in temptation, what they do, they rather talk to their friends or they rather kept it to themselves. And which is the most difficult thing. When a child is facing a problem, you find a ways to go and see what are the problems that they're facing. Remember, you are the CEO of those kids' lives, right? You are in charge of their life, which means anything that's happening in your house or with your children, consider your children are your employees. Hmm? And you are the employer, you are the company. So each company will make sure that every employer, you have to do your job accordingly. You have to do your job right. You have to maintain your job right. The company will look at you that you have to bring change to the company, right? But if you just come and not performing, doing your job right, you will know what will happen. You will know the result, the outcome will happen, what will happen next, right? So therefore, if your child is facing any problem, you are the first person to do something. You are the first person to go and try to find out what went wrong, how did that happen, and how to solve it. Very important. Some people, they don't know how. They're trying, but they don't know how. That's when people will come and try to help you. But at the same time, be careful. Intention, good heart to help other brothers and sisters. Not all of us, right? Some will work hard, or if they find that if they find that chance, and instead of giving you positive uh, advice, they will look at it as an opportunity. Some, instead of advising you so that you can do better, they have the spirit of jealousy, which means if they find that your kids are facing problems, they will give you advice to harm them even more. And that's why whenever you are facing any problem, the most person or the person that can help you or can give you a correct advice is your parents or your spouse. Especially if you notice that your parents have a good relationship with your wifey. If you notice that your family are they like your spouse, or they are engaging with your spouse, or they are connecting with your spouse, then your best bet is to consult your parents if you are facing any problem, especially with you or with your children. If there's any problem there, because they are what they're well trained. They know they've been there before. They raise you, so they know they have ideas on how to get out of that problem. So your spouse will be the first person to talk to, and if there's no any nitija, then the next step is to move on to your parents to try to see whether your parents can give you positive ideas that can move you forward or can solve the problem. It is very important. And if لو اتضح انه تجاهين كل ما في حل, then you will have to look for a person that you can trust. Nowadays, even Bob Marley say, your worst enemy could be your best friend. Some will eat and drink with you. They will pretend that they love you, but in their heart, they don't. So even consulting or getting ideas from your closest friends, the person that you trust the most, can turn things around. That's when you will need wisdom. You will need God to intervene and try to seek for help. We have spent 1 hour. Like I said, if I'm going to be just giving sessions or stuff like that, I will talk for 1 hour and call it good. And this is the topic of tonight. I hope that you have observed or learned something from it. Maybe you should do something different in the future. And we talked about that you must give a gap between each Gen Al Gen Tan, Gen Talent. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years gap, you will see the difference. But don't bring them all at kullu sana, kullu sana. You will find out, عندك مشكلة. You will find out, you have 4, 5, 6, and now you can't even provide for them. You will find that their needs are not implemented, and then you will see إنه بكون خسارة for you, خسارة لعيالك. عشان كده, let's be careful. Let's be careful. Having kids is easy. The most difficult thing is to raise them. When you're raising them, it's the most difficult. It's very, very hard to raise them, you know. But to have them, it's easy, and it's God's will. So thank you. I will come back on Tuesday. Sorry, today is Tuesday. I'll come back on Thursday. As we know, our show is going to be. We used to do it at 9, but 9 it seems like it's late. I got some uh, email or some messages saying that let's try if we can do it early. And I said, okay, will try to come in at 8 and see if it's going to work fine. And if 8 o'clock doesn't work fine, we can go back again to 7 o'clock. That's the early that I can do, 7 o'clock, due to work too. We can do 7 to 9 if we come early. If I come early, 7 to 9 will work fine, or 8 to 10 will work fine. But if I'm just doing the talking, I will just do 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, 1 hour 15 should be more than enough for me to talk. That's the topic of tonight. Now, thank you for watching. Uh, I hope that in the near future, we are going to discuss also about uh, financial freedom. How can we be free in terms of if you have couples, if couples are working? We know the most difficult thing is to put money on the side. Very difficult. And but we can teach one another by giving tricks and giving highlights on how to do that, for sure. It's very important to put something on the side and not looked into that you have something on the side. And that's the problem. Being sometimes when they put something on the side, the eye always there. That whenever they have any problem, they'll say like, you know what, kaya natalao, and then tomorrow I will put it back. Kalas, you are messing up your your financial problem, your financial money that you put on the side. It will mess up for sure. Because when you put an eye, you put your eye on that you this is your plan B, then you will have a problem. You will not make it through. In fact, you will find yourself in you are touching it, you're withdrawing it shwe until you become negative instead of being positive. Instead of putting positive money on the side, now you will go shwe lagar ma yakun zero. Mean zero become negative. So we will talk about this in the near future. And then today we talked about whatever God has given you. If you have a female, you have male, you are blessed. It doesn't matter. الناس برضه بيشوفوا انه they have to have a boy by any means, you know, without knowing, without thinking that you as male, you are the one in charge of your sperm. Will be the one that will determine whether you will have a male or a female, right? So uh, we talked about details on that manner. And thank you. I will play one more song and I will call it good. We spent 1 hour and 15 minutes. 1 hour 15 minutes should be more than enough. Let me go here and play one song and then call it good. Give me a second. Okay. Thank you, Adele. That's true, Santino. That's true. That's true. Yeah. I'll play one more song and then we'll call it good, guys. One more song and then we'll end up the show. Thank you for watching. One more song and then Barakira. We'll call it good and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. I'll play one more song and then we'll call it good. One more song, this song, and then we'll be done.
Mandi habisum sangala itama bidugu tena tabukan kana Mungu bata kana rabia mafi tena tema biru amederesa kama biu jesma tena tema biru wafikenisa kama wodilo akilo tena debi aba rasulu don kana bujana den kana ukiru Kenya dona Kenya dona adibu Kenya dona Kanina maderi zuia alipasi Kanungo roba bitona hajatani Kanina maalimu ya alipasi Kanungo roba bitona hajatani Kanina maderi zuia alipasi Kanungo roba bitona hajatani Kanina maalimu ya alipasi Kanungo roba bitona hajatani Sara Bele mama Sara Bele baba Sara Bele mama Sara Bele papa Kenya doma dala
Thank you, friends and families, for watching. I will call it good. I will see you by His grace, inshallah, on Thursday. We will try to come early. Today we come at 8. We come early today. When in a show how it's going to work, and it turned out really good. Thank you for watching. Thursday we'll see if we can reduce it for 1 more hours to come in at 7 and see if 7 is going to work fine. We need to find the time on Munasib. Still debating what time will be the best. Until now, I'm not sure yet. We are thinking Thursday if we can come in early, but I'm not quite sure yet. But I will see. But what do you guys think? 8 will be reasonable or 9? Okay, nine people say it's no. I received this message saying 9 is kind of late for people that are working in the morning. So they're saying if I can try to come earlier. I did today at 8. I'm just checking the messages here. They said at 8. I tried at 8. If it doesn't work, on Thursday we will try at 7 and see if 7 o'clock will work. But 9 o'clock, some people with the messages here saying that 9 people they will be ready to go to bed because they're working in the morning, early morning on because the show is on during the week. It's not on the weekend, and that's why we try to see if we can make it early. Today we tried at 8. I will see tomorrow. I mean after tomorrow on Thursday, if I can come in at 7 and see if it's going to work fine. If 7 is going to work fine, then we'll continue hosting our shows at 7 p.m. But it's still, we're still debating because 9 o'clock, some of us here are saying it's late. And they wanted to contribute. And they're seeing if we can do it early, like 6. Sorry, 6, I cannot do it. I'll be at work. 6 is not going to work. It's too early. So either 7, 8, between 7 or 8, that'll work fine. But doing it later than that, I don't think so. And you guys say 9 is too late, so 9 will be no. So we are thinking about either 8 or 7 on Tuesdays and on Thursday. Other than that, I will continue checking the messages. Then we will see what will be best. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys by His grace, inshallah, on Thursday, either at 7 or 8. Stay blessed.